until this point, but why? Why did this suddenly become a problem?
Because it suddenly went against them.
And no, it's not been sudden. They've always had differing opinions.
Yes.
They've
Right.
always had differing opinions.
It
And I'm
doesn't
going to
matter
fight for
what.
their right to say
Now there's.
what they think.
Oh no, it went against the Democrats.
No, it always was.
Well,
like a bunch of it was.
And now,
like,
of course,
Jonathan Pye he's a classical liberal. Yes, please, thank you. More voices like that.
Yeah.
Even if they are crazy and say that the Earth is flat. Even if they are crazy and say that God is the only way. Even if they are crazy people, the fact is they should be allowed to say what they think. It doesn't matter if people believe one thing over another. It really doesn't, because this freedom of speech is something that I feel is crucial.
It's constitutional. It's like the basic right of every human being.
So, and I've seen this. I've said this a few times before off air, but no, there's a bunch of.
He was trying to be.
There's a bunch of these sites. Oh, Eric's gonna get called on every time.
Hi,
Eric.
Hi,
guys. Our production guy.
Our production manager.
Yeah. Program manager, whatever you want
program
to call
director, something very official.
That's the word, right?
He's the god of
program director.
I've renounced I've renounced all titles.
Really?
Oh, okay.
You pansy.
Are you being Buddhist?
He's being Buddhist. He's like, ooh.
I am nothing.
Non-material. Take your shirt off. Puberty in one day, you say?
Yeah. It should be one day. Get it over with.
But now, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of these websites that I would love to see disappear. But that also means that I'm then willing to arbitrate, to establish an outside entity as someone who arbitrates what can be and what cannot be on the internet.
Nope, I'm sorry.
And I am not willing to do that. So I will have to stomach the nonsense and just not visit the website.
How about that?
Or check my sources and move on. If this is information coming from a website that A, I don't know, or B, I don't feel is trustworthy, then I won't visit it.
Do you feel an impending 1984?
Yes, it's all been, and I talked about this on the very first show that I did when Doc Shadowbear sat in the gathering to do the show with me. I said, we talked about 1984, the book, because the first episode we did was about cool books. Mm-hmm. And I said, it's more and more like this was last February.
Yeah.
More and more we're seeing 1984, Idiocracy, Religulous, all of this nonsense coming true.
It's really frightening.
I read a statistic here before.
Fahrenheit 451.
Yes. We're all but actually burning books. What was that? It was another Jonathan Pye where he was talking about here the Democrats are being the ones out there burning books. Mm-hmm. What is going on?
Yeah.
There was an interesting
statistic
that I read before, and I fight to pull it up quickly enough, but it was on 1984 and how it became an overnight success. But apparently there was a survey done of the most important literature that, okay, we're not talking about Muslim worlds or anything.
Sure, Western society literature. Yeah.
And it was like the Bible, one of the Mathematica, whatever it was, and then 1984. It was like the third or the fourth thing in what the average person thought was one of the most important literary documents.
Yeah.
Which is powerful. I mean,
absolutely.
It's Nostradamically predictive almost. You know what I mean?
Nostradamically. He made up a new word, guys. Nostradamically.
I like it.
Me too. Thank you, sir.
I'm going to use that.
I like that. You completely compound words that had nothing to do with anything.
Sure.
Yes, I did one too.
That's how the entire English language was invented.
I know. It's the best thing.
Yeah.
It's so much
one
fun.
guy one day was discombobulated and
or discombobulated. Yeah. Discombobulated, I think.
I don't even know what
that
that
in your butt?
I don't know.
I think I discombobulated.
Hey, I reserve the right to make up words.
Right. Welcome to English. Cheers.
If you don't like it, you can
frack off.
Wow.
Yeah. It's good to be back, guys. Yeah, it's good to be back. And yes, I will completely harp and holler and pule.
Harp and jarve.
I will. I'm going to be very vocal about this whole fake news thing because I think the notion that there should be some lofty entity there to filter to make sure that no fake news is propagated. That is so Orwellian. That is so overreaching. That is such a huge blanket of we're going to take all your rights away in one shot.
Scary.
It's an anti-propaganda Red Scare thing all over again.
It is. What is this? A Cold War?
One person dictating what we do and do not see. Let me think of Hitler.
Yeah.
Nazi.
I'm going to open up the libel laws. We're going to make sure these papers don't print anything negative about me.
Exactly.
It's fake news. Those are quotes from Donald Trump. Those are things that he said. During one of his rallies. We're going to open up those libel laws, and I'm going to sue these newspapers over the truth.
Whose truth?
Or the news.
I'm
you know,
all
they
for
quoted him. He didn't like the quote, and now he's threatening to open up libel laws.
Well, here's the thing.
What does that even mean?
I am all about keeping it wide open. The New York Times can print whatever they want.
Yeah.
The Washington Post can print whatever they want.
You have a right to read it or not read it.
Story. Exactly.
Infowars. As
who
much as I
cares?
hate Alex Jones, he can say what he wants to say.
And I will fight for his right to do so.
Yeah.
That's just it's just it.
He can I will fight for his right to sell those horrible, completely unuseful salt tablets disguised as male enhancement supplements he sells after each one of his shows. No, I've just seen the analysis on what those pills actually have in them. Yeah.
You tried it.
I'm a grower, not a shower.
So, I mean, do we hang on this or? Because I'm a big Star Wars fan.
Yeah, go for it. Let's do the next.
Well, could Star Wars Rogue One planets exist?
That's a good question, and you know who's looking for them?
NASA.
Yeah, darn right.
Okay. Do we have an article to go with this?
We do.
Yeah. Are we just
That's
talking
a great. No, this is a fantastic.
Some of
this
the
is
planets
segue. This
discovered
is
around
male.
stars in our galaxy could be very similar to Tatooine.
Yeah.
And the frozen Hoth. You know, according to NASA scientists, sifting through the data on more than 3,400 confirmed alien worlds, scientists apply sophisticated computer modeling techniques to tease out the colors, light, sunrise, and sunsets we might encounter if we could pay them a visit.
Yeah, 3,400 of these exoplanets are already discovered.
I'd go to Tatooine.
Yeah, me too. I want to be a moisture farmer.
A moisture farmer, I like it.
Yeah.
But you're a grower, not
I
a
just
shower.
want to be a Jedi. I want to be an old Jedi in a cave.
Yeah, in some weird jungle planet.
He is appointing himself a Jedi.
Cave Jedi.
A cave Jedi. There we go. He's appointing himself. You heard it here first.
It's like a weird cave bear.
What is my Jeep?
It's Obi-Wan. Yeah, the Jeep literally
has a Jedi.
Obi-Wan, the cave Jedi.
Obi-Wan, the cave Jedi.
It's like a cave bear, only here we see the cave Jedi in his natural habitat.
Oh, this is great. We could totally do a Steve Irwin thing
He's
right
even
there.
managed a fake robotic face.
Crikey! It's gorgeous.
Oh, geez.
I haven't seen circuitry like this in C3PO.
I was playing Trivia Crack the other day, and a question actually came up. What animal caused Steve Irwin to die?
It was a stingray.
Yeah, but what a question is that?
Anticoagulated, or what do you call it?
It was a stingray.
The stingray stuck him in the
heart,
and
in
then
his
he
heart.
bled out. And
As you would.
Well, yeah.
I just the whole thing. God, that scares me. Yikes.
Yep.
He's probably like the only person in the history
this new
of
game
anything
called
that's been killed by
Heads
stingray.
Up. Ellen DeGeneres has this new game called Heads Up.
Okay.
If you remember when you used to go to a party and people would put a note card on your back that would have a celebrity's name on it. You'd have to go around and ask questions about who you are. Well, I'm talking about an eighth or something like that. Like, just chill out, all right? Or, you know how you, what was it called? Blind Man's Bluff. You'd stick the card to your forehead. Yeah. And this is like, it's called Heads Up. You take your cell phone, you tilt it sideways, you have a list of words that come up, and sort of like charades or Pictionary, someone has to describe to you what that card is, what the thing is that it says, without saying the name, any of the words on the card, or rhyming it. So we were playing this at the house yesterday for hours. My wife and I, she found it, she played it at a work party and just fell in love with it. It's fun. It's really fun. So there's a video on my Facebook page that I got tagged in. The word that came up, that was my throat.
I was wondering.
That was strange.
I heard something croaking.
Jawa noises.
Jabba the Hutt.
Jawa noises. Came up Michelangelo. Well, Michelangelo was on my card. And when you get it, you tilt your phone down for correct. You tilt your phone up to pass. And the next. So Michelangelo came up, and I don't know where I was going with this.
Something about Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I couldn't figure out what Michelangelo. She's like the orange turtle, Ninja Turtle, and I just sat there.
What the heck is the matter with you?
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Not Da Vinci, but and she said, not Da Vinci, but, and I said, Leonardo.
Oh my
And
God.
I'm like, if you'd have said like
Galileo.
painted the Sistine Chapel, I'd have been like Michelangelo, you know,
Oh, for God's
or
sakes.
he carved a statue with no wiener named after you. I would have been like, oh, Michelangelo's David. You know what I mean? Like, but for some reason, under pressure, I couldn't remember the turtle colors. I don't know where this came from or where I was going with it or what sparked my. Thank you.
I'm not sure where that happened. Yes, apparently.
So
NASA.
The reoccurring theme of desert worlds in Star Wars is really interesting.
I'm so bad.
Because there's some research that shows
oh
that there would be likely habitable.
Let's turn this boat
Oh,
around.
that sounded like an X-wing. That totally did.
It did.
You're right. I have to pull that out of here.
That's R2D2.
Getting shot in the head.
I don't even know where, I don't have any. Goodness gracious me.
That was great. We just went full Star Wars. Anyways, there was a.
We haven't seen Rogue One, and apparently we're hankering.
We got 15 minutes in the show. Why don't we talk about some Fort Wayne stuff? This has been the worst show in a while, but yet the funnest.
It's been the most fun. I've had a heyday
I'm
here.
having fun.
Yeah, no, I mean like continuity's sake. This is the worst.
Geez, no.
Continuity went out the door, dude.
I am here. That's what
I'm
happened.
sorry.
Yeah.
That's what happened. I am the embodiment of distraction, I guess. I don't know.
Did you talk about Kepler 16b?
No, but I was going to.
Okay, yeah, let's finish this out.
Go, because I think
because NASA's looking for Star Wars like planets, as we talked about, and they've got however many exoplanets, 3,400 exoplanets have already been discovered, and they found one exoplanet called Kepler 16b. It's a Saturn-sized planet, about 200 light years away. It was announced in 2011. It was nicknamed Tatooine because, like the fictional planet, it also has two suns.
Oh,
if
cool.
you were on the planet, you would have two shadows, and each of the daily double sunsets would be unique because the two stars, the two stars change their relative positions every day.
Wow.
Yeah, so about half the stars in our galaxy exist in pairs instead of being solo like our sun. So it's
our sun is part of a binary system as well.
Is it?
It's just not like two suns.
We haven't found it yet. Have we?
No, we know where it is.
Really? Just that Planet X nonsense?
It's just the Kepler 16b. It's two suns that are in like a geosynchronous. You can see them. They're like there. Our suns.
Well, sure. Yeah, it's orbiting another gravitational well somewhere farther out in the galaxy, as we all are.
And if one star was, let's say, as big as ours, which is 85,000 miles across, there are stars that are 100 times the size of it.
Exerting an exponential amount of gravitational pull on the objects around it. Yeah. So it's not unlikely that our star is part of some binary or even tertiary.
And I think if Hawking was here, he'd be like, yes. Because, I mean, if we think we're the only planet that can sustain life.
Is that robotist?
It is.
Roboticist?
It is.
Roboticism.
Yeah. Did I trigger Stephen Hawking?
It's the ancient art of roboticism.
Oh.
My favorite is when the people who coined the phrase "triggered" get triggered. That's like my favorite thing to watch on YouTube.
When they start tweaking out, yeah.
There was some guy.
What is
I don't know if I told this.
Sitting there at a Milo rally or something.
I don't know if I told this story yet, but I saw a video online of a guy who was in Starbucks, couldn't get his coffee fast enough, and was yelling at the store baristas,
Michael Douglas falling down.
So all of these baristas are African American. They're working as hard. The store just opened, and they're trying to get everything brewed up correctly. And he's in there yelling, "I voted for Trump. I want my coffee now." Like he's saying, "I voted for Trump, so that means, gosh darn it, give me my coffee now."
First world problems. My latte is too.
And the first thing that came to mind was, I don't remember which guy it said, which guy was attributed to said, "Say what you want about this guy, but at least he made the trains run on time." Was it Mussolini? Or I don't think it was Hitler. It was one of the other.
Mussolini.
Say what you want about Mussolini, but at least he made the trains run on time. My first thought was my first thing was, say what you want about Trump, at least he made the coffee flow on time. Like that was what came to mind when this guy, now having decided who he was going to have as president, demanded that as a result of that he was gonna get his coffee
It
first.
sounds to me like the man was simply not all there in the first place.
Clearly, I mean, I'm like that too when I don't have caffeine, but that's insane.
I just get really witchy. I just don't even talk to me.
Yeah, it was mind blowing.
I don't have enough
watch
energy
that.
to be that snappy.
No.
No.
I'd yell after I got the coffee.
Pretty much.
Like chug the venti down, and then I'd be like, "You took too long to get my coffee. I voted for Trump."
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that though
because you didn't vote.
Thank you.
You waste of space.
I would have though.
But he's an immigrant, so he has special status.
So I could potentially be one of the people that's going to get outed.
What?
Yeah, you're being deported.
I'm being deported.
Yeah.
Back to the beach.
The green card is being.
Oh yeah, what a terrible place.
The 90-degree temperatures.
Yeah, the terrible view. I'm sure.
Yeah. The place where you won't have to buy a coat. Yeah.
Ever.
Yes. Back to the penal colony with you.
Stuart will forever and always be our favorite butt of racist jokes.
Yeah.
He's chewing.
You're lucky I'm a nice guy. I can take it.
I know. That's why we do it.
The love.
You should. Because as Gavin McInnes put it, it's not predatorial. It's an act of camaraderie. It's saying, hey, we're all human. That's what it is.
For those of you Fort Waynians, we've got 10 minutes left in the show. I'm not even sure if Fort Waynians is the right thing.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
is it?
Hoosiers is technically it.
Yeah, but it's specific to the Fort Wayne area.
Well,
Fort Hoosierans.
I don't know. Actually.
Anyways, Comcast
I've only lived here for a million years.
Comcast announced this week that it's installed more than 175 Wi-Fi outdoor hotspots around Fort Wayne for public use. So that's good.
Only if you
it's
are
gotta be. I was gonna say, what is this gonna be like? Oh, is this a magnanimous gesture from Comcast that everyone can use it? No, it's a corporate entity doing something to make money.
They're not generous.
Well, Sprint could have done that.
They're greedy.
No
it's
one
the opposite
uses
of that.
Sprint because it's awful.
Ain't that the truth? Yeah, this comes from Wayne.com.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Local news getting a spot.
The hotspots are spread throughout the. I mean,
threads brew out.
Threads brew out. Yeah. I need a drink.
We're having a private.
I need a real drink. But yeah, they're spread throughout the city. They're free to Comcast Xfinity Internet customers, and non-customers can take advantage of complimentary sessions. So there is that. That's nice. And 2 times a month, I'm downtown. If I need to use the internet for 60 minutes, I can do so. But I've got unlimited data, so I'm not too PO'd about it. The enhanced PO'd, pissed off. PO'd about it. I'm not too PO'd about it.
Oh, so I get the code blue button,
and you can just
I just anachronize everything.
Yeah. Just say pedo.
Particular bear form that comes in.
What just happened?
She just said pedo on the air.
Yeah.
And I followed it up with Pedo Bear. The classic children's character.
That's how that is.
God.
She's losing her stuff.
It's good to be back.
Yeah. The enhancements have already made Comcast Northeast Indiana's fastest internet provider.
All I had was major enhancements. It's 170 free.
What are you hearing? Where are you? Hang on. Let's make sure we're all
170 free hotspots of mail enhancement.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, Comcast, which reportedly has increased internet speeds in Indiana virtually every year for more than a decade, couldn't they just start them faster?
Well, today they just launched a new high-speed internet satellite, which was I don't think this was Elon Musk's one, but he wants to put was it 50? Had a 5 in there, I'm sure of it. A bunch of satellites to be able to surround
5,000
the world in high-speed internet.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that's amazing.
And there you go.
And then fake news can get to everyone like 50 times faster.
Isn't it? What was it? Michio Kaku.
And this part like fake news. I hate them like the misrepresentation of AIDS versus HIV and how one gets those diseases that's being falsely spread throughout African countries in the guise of Catholicism and religious and all this stuff. So yes, there's fake news I want put down, but I want those people put down who spread that fake news.
Get the Pope on the Kremlin line.
Yeah,
you're gonna have
that's such a weird mashup of ideals.
There are not a whole lot.
I need the Pope on the Kremlin line, even though that's Eastern Orthodoxy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like for that section of the world.
I actually have no idea.
Yeah. But Comcast is planning to launch more of the publicly dedicated hotspots across other Indiana communities later this year.
Good.
Yeah, Fort Wayne Mayor Tom Henry said Comcast's commitment to growing its network will benefit the city. I continue to be encouraged by the positive momentum and investments. I'm just making up voices now. We're experiencing in the city of Fort Wayne, said Fort Wayne Mayor Tom Henry, providing residents, businesses, and visitors with enhanced public Wi-Fi capabilities in the heart of our city assists us in our efforts to be a point of destination. So that's pretty cool.
Chuck's probably pretty happy about that.
I imagine so.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
And I'll have this article up on the Facebook page so we can get out of here. But Purdue trustees have finally voted to split IPFW campus in half. So
Were they inspired by Brexit?
No, this has been going on for a while, but so has Brexit.
IPF
I don't know.
Exit.
No, it'll probably be like like in Indianapolis, there's IUPUI, which is
Prudexit.
Indiana University, Purdue University, Indianapolis.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be the same way. The Purdue Board of Trustees voted 7-3 Friday to split the IPFW campus, with both universities focusing on their own academic strengths. So then, just like that, the 50-year history of shared governance at IPFW is done.
There you go.
So the vote came after a detailed discussion. Several members had clear concerns that the new agreement favors Indiana University and could hurt Purdue University in the long run. Some smaller ancillary agreements are still set to be hammered out regarding general education courses, student support services, and administration facilities space. That was a weird line of words. The board would have to approve stuff by June of 2017. President Mike Berghoff said, "I understand the anxiety. This is the template. There is other work to be done to define some of the things causing anxiety." He acknowledged that Purdue's losing its highly regarded nursing program to IU. That was a big, a key piece to this whole anxiety.
I thought they were just one university. I didn't realize it was.
It was one university, but governed by both university trustee bodies.
Okay.
So yeah.
I have no idea how all that works.
Under this realignment, IU would increase its focus on health sciences and build on the Indiana University Medical School on the IPFW campus. Purdue's nursing, medical imaging, and dental education programs would be transferred to IU. Purdue would handle all other academic programming, including the IPFW music department, and focus on its strength of STEM programming. So, yeah. So the IU trustees approved the realignment agreement back on the 1st of December.
Oh.
So then it was just up to Purdue to secondarily finalize that. But anyways, we're all done for the week.
We are actually.
It's been fun to be back.
It is good to be back.
A random raucous
gathering
of lunatics.
Guys. It's been amazing.
And so we will see you all next week. Be sure to go to Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, check things out. No, we won't. It's Christmas. So happy Christmas, Hanukkah. Happy holidays to everybody. Yeah. Whatever holiday you're celebrating, make it a good one. All right, will you?
Be nice to someone.
Don't let the haters keep you down.
There you go. And celebrate whatever it is you feel like.
Yeah.
Fighting the good fight.
Yeah.
There you go.
And we'll see you all next time after the holidays. Sorry it's so sporadic, but this is just the way it is these days.
How we roll today.
So,
It's how we ended up.
Anyways, I'm David.
I'm Leah.
I'm Stuart.
And we will see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay.
That was all over the place like a mad woman play.
Yeah.
Did we
One way to put it.
over to automation?
Not yet. I got the mics off though.
Oh, okay, good. I was about to be I had a moment.
No, I took care of that. Yeah.
I'm having a moment.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm having a moment.
I gotta go.
That coffee is like
straight through.
The Operation KidSafe Indiana Regional Child Safety Days are coming to the Fort Wayne area. Parents get a lifetime digital safety record of their child.